Hi, it's Karima. Here is my company choices. The first company I will be talking about is Addiction Professionals of North Carolina, more known as APNC, located in Raleigh, North Carolina. APNC culture is collaborative, mission driven, and rooted in community support. They focus on more of teamwork, getting prevention and intervention about substance abuse out to the communities in Durham, Raleigh, Chapel Hill area. So basically the RDU and Mooresville and Cary. I personally just had the opportunity to fly out with them to Orlando, Florida for a conference to know more about substance prevention and how I can make a change in the community. So I really like that. I met different people, part of the nonprofit, and they were just telling me that they came into the nonprofit with one mindset and they leaving with another, or like they're staying there. One of my bosses, she is alumni from North Carolina Central University, and she told me she got there in 2020, and 2020 was COVID area. So she was just breaking it down to me how she's seen the trends and she's seen how much drug use is going up, and that's what made her stay there. And like ever since she joined 2020, she could pivot. She started off as like a intern, just as like I am. Then she came to their program manager, to a case manager, to the assistant director or something. So I just say like that's really something I look into, and like I like the career growth. So APNC offers strong career development and professional trainings, and I know for me they're free, but I think they're also free for the public if you want to know, or like just want to see little things. And this opportunity will help me grow as somebody that wants to get their master's in social work or master's in public health. And then, because my end goal is to be a child clinical psychologist. So, yeah. Their salary and benefits is, as a nonprofit, APNC focus heavily on professional development benefits. So, it's more focused on access to training, conferences, and credential support. And their salary starts off really good, but it is a nonprofit, so it's really a lot of grant based pay. So, yeah. But I do love it. Like, you have to have the love for it. And I just love intervention. So, yeah. And I feel as though I would want to stay in a Raleigh and Durham community after I graduate. So, that would be a company that could head start my career in prevention or even in early child prevention and intervention, you know, development. Stability. APNC has been operating since 1992, showing long-term stability and credibility. They are a main organization in North Carolina behavioral health network, which makes them a reliable place to grow professionally. Even when I went to a conference out in Orlando, Florida, a lot of people knew of them, and they know a lot of people because the intervention and prevention field is very small and large at the same time, but let me rephrase my words. It's very small range of black people in intervention. So when they see another one, they get to know them and like the different resources, things like that. So I feel as though this would be a great starting company because they know a lot of other companies. Like I just went to the conference. I met people in Washington D.C. They is like, oh well, I like that you're getting involved early and stuff. If you ever need connections, here we are. So like I would never got that opportunity if it wasn't for North Carolina APNC. So yeah. Diversity inclusion. They promote that all the time. Their main thing is diversity and inclusion because they have a lot of campaigns going on, a lot of grants for their programs to get funded, and they have to be diverse because they make treatment or give treatment support for underserved communities, especially in the RDU area and especially Durham. So, and they do a lot of advocating for children and families from diverse backgrounds. So, even working with them as a company, it's mostly black, but we have some Asians or different people of diverse backgrounds. That's what I want to say. That's, yeah, I don't need to go into, but we do have diverse people of backgrounds, and it's really cool to just see people from diverse backgrounds but having the same end goal. My next company is 0 to 3 Washington, D.C. Personally, at the undergrad, I want to take a gap year, but I really want to move to Washington, D.C. I don't know if I want to take that during my gap year or after I get my master's, because I want to get my master's at UNC Chapel Hill. But I'm really indecisive right now. I don't know. Okay. 0 to 3 company culture is their research-driven, child-centered, and equality-focused culture. They prioritize early childhood development, family support, and national policy change. This helps with my interest with early intervention and prevention and negative developmental outcomes for children. I'm really passionate about children just because I was one of those kids that used to get looked over, especially growing up in Brooklyn, New York. You see a lot of things happening and it's normalized, and I didn't know it wasn't good until I got older and I really looked like, hey, why is this like that? Like, why is the school to prison pipeline a thing, especially in low income communities? So yeah. Or like, why is it normalized for a kid that have parents that's caught onto addiction, on addiction and stuff, and the kid is feeling in school and there's no resources like for help them mentally, especially if like the kid got something going on at home, So I want to be a change that younger me needed to see. Their career growth is they include opportunities to work on national research projects, collaborate with leading child development experts, and participate in policy advocacy. They offer high-level training and access to publications that will help grow me as a clinical and researcher if I want to do. Their salary and benefits is provided competitive nonprofit salaries and strong benefits, including health and wellness programs, professional development funding, and remote-friendly roles. These benefits support both professional well-being and professional advancement. Personally, I love a hybrid role just because I feel as though hybrid is more better for me as a person because I travel a lot, or like I'm more the type of person, if I'm being somewhere all day, it doesn't work for my ADHD. It doesn't work well for me just stay in one place. So yeah, I like that hybrid. I can do my work anywhere and things like that. 0 to 3 is located in Washington, D.C., a major hub for child development policy. Even if the role is hybrid or remote, working with a DC-based organization provides access to national networks, federal agencies, and large-scale advocacy opportunities. And that's what I feel like would fit me better as a person, just because I want to be surrounded by people in these fields so where I can learn from and I can know how can I pivot. Because starting out right now, I'm getting started in my career. I'm a young person getting in a career field, but I don't know I know which field I want to go into. I just don't know which category in the field would I go to. So I think this would be a good resource for me to learn how to pivot, learn how to change, and take things and learn from different people of all aspects and all diversities about things. Stability. 0 to 3 has been a leader in early childhood development for over 40 years. Their long history, federal partnerships, and national reputation make them a stable and impactful organization, not community. I think this will fit me because it has its own community. If you've been around for 40 years and the different partnerships you have with people, I think that will open some doors for me and different opportunities that I never know of. So yeah. Their diversity and inclusion. 0 to 3 emphasizes cultural responsive early childhood practices, equality and family support, exclusive research, and policy frameworks. This goes well on with my value of supporting children in the long run and getting into policies and just trying to help children from underserved communities and just helping them. These two companies stand out to me because they reflect my passion for childhood development, mental health advocacy, and community-centered work. I'm really much like a people person. I love talking to the community and I love hands-on work. Yes, I love research, but I like being more in the communities. I like getting to know about a community and understand what's wrong in the communities and how can I help them in situations. So yes, those are my two companies. I hope I brought something new to perspective and new to your mind. And I would love if like you would like to give me tips or anything or just anything about career pivots and things like that. And thank you so much. This class has been wonderful. And thank you for dealing with me in my late work. I'm so sorry. I've been doing 2 internships and 2 summer classes while all moving into an apartment. But I want to thank you for your time. Thank you for having this assignment because it's really opening my eyes, especially as I'm going into my senior year of college. I really do have to buckle down on where do I want to go, what jobs I want to work, how can this help me in my career, and how can it help me 5 years from now. So thank you. Have a good one.